Good evening and welcome to Central Washington University's Graduate Hooding and Commencement Ceremony. My name is Jim Wolpart and I have the honor of being the 15th president of Central Washington University. Thank you for being here and helping to honor our graduates. I ask that you please stand and join Dr. Tiandre Fagan, Central Washington University's Director of Bands, in singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Dr. Fagan, for that beautiful singing of our national anthem. You may be seated. I am delighted today to be joined on the platform party by many leaders and supporters of this great university. This stage holds members of our Board of Trustees. It also holds members of our senior academic leadership team. And most importantly, it holds members of our students. These individuals guide our university and they volunteer their time, energy, and expertise to help make Central the great institution it is today. Together, they help put Central Washington University into a category of one. Please join me in a round of applause for the leadership of Central Washington University. Students, I join all of you here today in expressing pride in your accomplishments. Completing a graduate degree is a testimony to your intellect, your energy, and your perseverance. Some of you have overcome extraordinary challenges to earn your degrees. You have demonstrated that odds mean nothing in the face of your talents, your self-confidence, and your hard work. Today, you will join almost 13,000 graduate alumni of Central Washington University. This year, Central is awarding approximately 360 education specialist and master's degrees from its 34 graduate programs and 5 graduate certificates spanning the arts, sciences, humanities, engineering, education, and other professional programs. This special graduate hooding and commencement ceremony provides an opportunity for the Central community, their families, and friends to take special notice of the accomplishments of our graduate students and their faculty mentors in attaining such a high level of academic achievement. I personally want to congratulate each and every student this evening for their success in this regard and very much hope that you will remember Central with fondness as the place that helped you reach your personal, academic, and career goals. And I'd also like to thank the faculty who mentored you along the way. Also remember that as alumni, you will be part of the Wildcat Nation, graduates now totaling over 100,000 individuals. I would now like to welcome our Associate Vice Provost for Academic and Student Life, Dr. Gail Mackin.
Thank you, President Wolpart. I think maybe this needs to go up a little higher. Is that better? Okay. Today's commencement signals a major achievement resulting from effort, dedication, sacrifice by students, their family members, and Central's graduate faculty and staff. The high quality of our programs are a reflection of the faculty's ability and willingness to inspire, advise, and mentor students. And I want to recognize the faculty for their contributions. This ceremony's focus lies solely on our graduating education specialists and master's students and their faculty mentors. We have organized this separate graduate studies hooding and commencement ceremony for essentially two reasons. First, the very nature of graduate studies is that it involves a very close collaboration between students and their faculty mentors. This ceremony this evening will allow these students and faculty directly involved in this advanced academic venture appropriate closure to this part of their experience. Secondly, representing the Chief Academic Officer of this university, it gives me a chance to congratulate all of the graduate students attending this ceremony this evening. Your academic achievement is truly exceptional, particularly if you consider that only 13% of American population holds a Masters of Education Specialist or a master's degree. I hope that the graduate education you received here at Central was not only personally edifying and career enhancing, but also provided you with the knowledge and tools to be used for the greater good in your immediate community and the nation at large. A more educated society, as we all know, can only be a more respectful and therefore more civil society. Please do your part to this end. I would now like to welcome our Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research, Dr. Rebecca Lubis.
Thank you, Associate Provost Mackin. Welcome all to our graduate commencement ceremony. The real joy is about to begin. At first, I would like to recognize Kaylee Soriel, a history graduate advised by Dr. Roxanne Easley, who has received one of two Dale and Mary Jo Comstock Distinguished Master's Thesis Awards for her thesis entitled Russian Women Emigres After the Revolution. Kaylee, please come up to the podium to receive your award. I would also like to recognize Jessica Coffey, a cultural and environmental resource management graduate advised by Dr. Carl Lilquist, who has received the second Dale and Mary Jo Comstock Distinguished Master's Thesis Award for her thesis entitled Rock Glacier Hydraulical Significance in a Warming World. Although Jessica could not be with us tonight, let's give her a round of applause as well. And finally, it is my great pleasure to introduce our two student speakers, Ms. Susan Liebert and Ms. Erica Collins, both graduating with an education specialist in school psychology.
Graduate school is the ultimate expression of hope. As graduates and professionals, we are stewards of hope, the hope for the possibilities for the future, for what can be. We entered school hopeful for the things that we would learn, the friendships we'd make, and the professors we'd learn from. We dreamed and hoped for possibilities our future held. For myself and my cohort, we are educators. We contemplated the students that we'd help navigate through their own education. However, hope has been our own personal challenge these past few years. Jonathan Bell wrote that, quote, "Hope is compelling because it is universal. It crosses all human boundaries, age, race, class, gender, ethnicity, and religious, political, or other persuasions. Everyone needs it, and almost everyone exhibits it, at least some measure of hope if they have made it as far as this day," end quote. We have all actively engaged in some measure of hope when we applied to graduate school. We have endured the roller coaster of COVID protocols and Zoom lectures. But here we are today to celebrate what was once a speck of hope that we believed in enough to take action. A school district leader I worked with over the past several years conceptualized the pandemic as a portal where we could decide what we wanted to leave behind and what we wanted to take forward. What I wondered was, what have we lost? What did we gain? And how are we different than before? We lost our ability to connect with classmates, professors, and friends, which is essential for us to feel like we belong. We gained skills in being resilient and found new ways to learn and create communities. We've had practical experience understanding how essential hope is in our well-being, happiness, and knowledge that where we are, or were, is not where we will always be. We have traveled an unusual path, and we should be proud of our experiences. For those of us in education, we're entering a field that has experienced tremendous upheaval. We hear things like learning loss, staff shortages, burnout, and yet we are stewards of hope. And after a period of uncertainty for hiring of college graduates is on the rebound, and in some cases surpassing pre-pandemic levels. We are all entering a world that looks so similar but has changed so much, and I encourage us all to be both courageous and hopeful. Michelle Obama wrote that, quote, "Courage can be courageous and hope can take on a life of its own," end quote. But hope is difficult to foster in fields where burnout is a reality. In my office, on social media, we hear and read about the unrecognized toll that working to make the world a better place takes. The pandemic changed the trends in how people seek employment, how companies create work environments, and it propelled us into a remote operating world. We are at risk of losing our own hope and the reason we dreamed of graduate school. I encourage us all to find ways to foster our own sense of hope and remember why we have survived the past several years regardless of the fields we are entering. For me, I find hope in the third grader who went from knowing 17 letter sounds to having the biggest smile on her face when she told me she was able to read her sister's text messages and that her mom didn't think she would learn to read this fast, and she told me I was pretty every time I met with her. It's the second grader that required what felt like 100 redirects during testing, yet told me he loved me as he bounced out the door. It's the resistant high schooler that schooled my knowledge of the DC universe, and I learned about Superman's Kryptonian glasses. As we transition to new roles, locations, and realities, I want to share a list of tips that was given to me by a retiring professional. She stated that to maintain your sense of hope, take your breaks. It's okay to have boundaries. Do your work at work and not at home. Meditate during and before work. Read daily affirmations and schedule something to look forward to. We know from research that hope helps us manage stress, contributes to our well-being, and acknowledges the unknown. We are graduating today, and we aren't delusional about the world we are entering. We have all experienced different paths that led us here. And hope isn't a new concept. Hope, quote, isn't denial. It doesn't ignore real challenges, details of the diagnosis, or the dwindling money in the checking account. It doesn't ignore trouble or make excuses or deny danger. It's not pretending. It's acknowledging the truth of the situation and working to find the best way to cope. It's showing up and working through the hard stuff, believing that something better is possible. It's resilient." End quote. Polly Campbell. And we have shown up, whether in person, on a computer, or our cell phones' cameras. Today, the universal experience we are actualizing is our hope for something better for the future and ourselves. We are grateful for our families, our friends, and our professors. We are resilient, we are hopeful, and we have made it. Congratulations.
Good evening, graduates. It is the highest honor to be presenting this speech to the graduating class of 2022. My name is Erica Collins. I use she and her pronouns, and I am a proud graduate of the school psychology program. Well, folks, we did it. Today is a culmination of all our years of dedication, determination, and drive. Today is the day we celebrate us. On our special day, I think we ought to show just a little bit of love and appreciation to the folks who helped get us here. Graduates, turn and wave thank you to the friends and family who came to celebrate this occasion with you. There we go. Friends and family, thank you. Thank you for listening to us rant and vent about all the glories of being a grad student, especially during finals week. Thank you for your words of affirmation that reminded us we can do this. Thank you for not getting offended when we declined invites to go out because we had a mountain of reading and assignments to finish. Lastly, thank you for all your love and support. Now, graduates, turn and wave thank you to your professors and program directors. Professors and program directors, thank you. Thank you for responding to our frantic emails when Canvas isn't responding and 11:59 p.m. is inching closer. Thank you for your patience when we have asked you to repeat the same concept multiple times and we still just do not get it. Thank you for your flexibility, understanding, and grace as we transition to remote learning, hybrid learning, and now back to in-person learning. Lastly, thank you for believing we could be here today at graduation, even when we didn't know we could make it to next week. In closing, American journalist and author Tom Brokaw once said, "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world." Thank you.
Well, thank you, Susan and Erica. That was lovely. Now, will all candidates for education specialist and master's degree please rise? I think we're all up. President Wolpert, subject to the completion of all requirements as prescribed by the faculty and trustees, these candidates are presented for receipt of the appropriate education specialist and master's degree.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, as they have invested in me as president, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
We will now begin the hooding process and conferral of degrees. We will start with the students earning the education specialist degree, the highest degree awarded at Central Washington University. A reminder, please keep the cheering, which we know you will have for your student, as brief as possible to allow students' names to be heard clearly. Students, please come forward.
Dr. Heath Mars, now Hooding for Education Specialist in School Psychology. Kristen Carter. Maritza Lascano.
Casey O'Brien.
Dr. Richard Marsicano, now Hooding for Education Specialist in School Psychology. Susan Libert.
Carlos Ramirez Castillo.
Dr. Heidi Perez, now Hooding for Education Specialist in School Psychology. Jacqueline Jimenez. Dr. Olivia Holter, now Hooding for Education Specialist in School Psychology. Erica Collins. Bianca Lopez. Aisley Allen. Dr. Sarah Bender, now Hooding for Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling. Ryan Bogus.
Bria Wright.
Dr. Megan Nolte, now Hooding for Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling. Jade Hall. Dr. Mary Beth Jorgensen, now Hooding for Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling. Callie Bacher. Josiah Hogan.
Alina Tovar. Simona Wood.
Dr. Danielle Polaj, now hooding for Master of Science in Experimental Psychology.
Jeremy Simmons.
Dr. Kara Gabriel, now hooding for Experimental Psychology.
Jessica Allen. Dr. Kara Gabriel, now hooding for Master of Science in Primate Behavior. Elizabeth DeBryan. Dr. Lori Sheeran, now hooding for Master of Science in Primate Behavior.
Kelsey Strong.
Dr. Sam Losey, now hooding for Master of Science in Chemistry. Jennifer Hannigan-Diebel. Matthias Carroll. Dr. Karen Thomas, now hooding for Master of Science in Chemistry. Bethany Eaton. Dr. Paul James, now hooding for Master of Science in Biology.
Amy Taylor.
Dr. Allison Scoville, now hooding for Master of Science in Biology.
Jasmine Ruiz.
Dr. Christina Ernest, now hooding for Master of Science in Biology. Jenna Chapman. Dr. Clay Arango, now hooding for Master of Science in Biology.
Janelle Shaw.
Dr. Clay Arango, now hooding for Master of Science in Cultural and Environmental Resource Management.
Kylie Vroman.
Ryan Hampton. Dr. Michael Pease, now hooding for Master of Science in Cultural and Environmental Resource Management. Daphne Condon. Dr. Boris Kovalarchuk, now hooding for Master of Science in Computational Science.
Charles Ricardo.
Dr. Razvan Andoni, now hooding for Master of Science in Computational Science.
Bradley Reeves.
Dr. Chris Mattinson, now hooding for Master of Science in Geological Sciences.
Joshua Stone. Zachary Stevens.
Dr. Lisa Eli, now hooding for Master of Science in Geological Sciences. Samuel Fixler. Dr. Cody Stoddard, now hooding for Master of Science in Law and Justice. Sue Ellen Hawks.
Ivan Pula. Nayeli Reina Rivera. Brittany Wharf.
Dr. Sarah Toto, now hooding for Master of Science in Law and Justice. Kaya England. Deanna Isabel Corsilius. Elizabeth Greenaway.
Adriana Mazur. Shelby Schreier.
Dr. Roger Schaefer, now hooding for Master of Science in Law and Justice. Jasmine Lopez.
Samuel McClellan.
Nice.
Abigail Trofer.
Dr. T. Andre Fagan, now hooding for Master of Music. Michael Cleary. Professor John Michel, now hooding for Master of Music. Francis Fay.
Eric Weisner.
Dr. Mark Samples, now hooding for Master of Music. Philip Denton.
Dr. Michelle Ron, now hooding for Master of Music.
Wesley Hunter. Dr. Brett Smith, now hooding for Master of Music.
Taylor Watley.
Dr. Scott Peterson, now hooding for Master of Music. Joseph Fitzgerald.
Brittany Staley.
Dr. Joshua Welsh, now hooding for Master of Arts in English, Professional and Creative Writing.
Bridget Manalo. Tea Viola.
Dr. Christopher Shedler, now hooding for Master of Arts in English, Literature. Cassandra Holcomb. Dr. Roxanne Easley, now hooding for Master of Arts in History. Casey Cady. Catherine Caldwell.
Kaylin Soriel.
Dr. Janet Finke, now hooding for Master of Education Literacy.
Melissa Morgan.
Dr. Fabio Ambrosio, now hooding for the Master of Professional Accountancy.
Kaylee Kovach. Dr. Michael Smith, now hooding for Master of Arts in Theater.
Monica Beavers. Yes, nice.
Marjorie Sloven.
Oh, no. That's great.
Dr. Kelly Benson, now hooding for Master of Education in Master Teacher. Lisa Cusick.
Dr. Ian Lavero, now hooding for Curriculum and Instruction.
Catherine Bart. Dr. Ian Lovero, now hooding for Master of Arts for Teachers in Teacher Certification. Amitava Kundu.
Maria Paz.
Professor Maria Hayes, now hooding for Master of Arts for Teachers in Teacher Certification. Timothy Dwyer. Alexandra Fuller. Kirsten Gofinch.
Brandon Okazaki. Lori Smart.
Nice.
Zachary Taylor.
Dr. Henry Williams, now hooding for Master of Education in Higher Education. Maria Cortez. Ilham Dakane. Nicholas Kotz.
Emily Morris.
Dr. Donald Wadham, now hooding for Master of Education in Higher Education and Master of Education in School Administration. Wendy Barajas Cadenas.
B. Padilla. Mandy Marcellus.
Professor Jennifer Cern, now hooding for Master of Science in Safety and Health Management.
Timothy Page Bottorff. Martha Molina de Gandarias. William Van Burkham.
Dr. Tishra Beeson, now hooding for Master of Public Health. Michael Chisley Jr.
Alexandra Ray. Emily Portune.
Hannah Lascano. Ryan Arboleda.
Gracie Minks.
Mackenzie Carter.
Wilda Rivera.
Dr. Kimberly Bartell, now hooding for Master of Science in Career and Technical Education.
Jennifer Bergman.
Wendy Erickson.
Danae McGann.
Amanda Beers. Amy Graham. Dr. David G., now hooding for Master of Science in Nutrition.
Jessica Burke.
Ella Carroll. Allison Grader.
Anna Rombach.
Catherine Greavy. Mallory Isley.
Samantha McDaniel. Natalie Seitz.
Dr. Teferi Bilay, now hooding for Master of Science in Nutrition. Melanie Dean. Maya Jensen.
Saran Sidibe.
Dr. Karen Romer, now hooding for Master of Science in Integrative Human Physiology. Andrew Austin. Essence Hall.
Yeah, there you go.
David McDowell.
Dr. Leo DeQuisto, now hooding for Master of Science in Integrative Human Physiology.
Jesse Moore.
Francisco Grassani.
Dr. Amy Claridge, now hooding for Master of Science in Family and Child Life. Savannah Ashby. Hannah Bruning.
Lu Tong Wu.
Dr. Sarah Feeney, now hooding for Master of Science in Family and Child Life. Christina Davis. Caverna Headley.
Karina Rivera.
Dr. Rory Weishar, now hooding for Master of Science in Athletic Administration. Kristen Bridgewater. Zarina De Leon. Ajanique Das. Annie Espinoza. Zebuliah Hoffman.
Holly St. Marie.
Dr. Brian McGladry, now hooding for Master of Science in Athletic Administration and Master of Science in Sport and Athletic Administration. Shawnee Covington.
Hayden Mangan. Cameron McGrath. Mersal Musini.
Dr. Sean Dolan, now hooding for Master of Science in Sport and Athletic Administration. Mackenzie Lerman. Dr. Mark Perez, now hooding for Master of Science in Health and Physical Education.
Alyssa Meehan. Francisco Ramirez.
Dr. Stefan Ward, now hooding for Master of Science in Health and Physical Education. Anthony Lee.
Philip Natchapoulos. Tatum Starks. Teresa Navarez.
James Lair. Dr. Hideki Take, now hooding for Master of Science in Information Technology and Administrative Management. Rachel Gibson.
Eric Swanson.
Joshua Crossan.
Julius Onamajuru.
Natasha Henley.
Ariana Navarro. Gersharon Tawana.
Abdul Majid Al Abdul Razak.
Akram Mohammed. John Weidenfeller.
Babajide Ashaju. Tania Kosh. Dr. Laura Williamson, now hooding for Master of Science in Information Technology and Administrative Management. Jennifer Ames.
Enesha Ovez Nyepesova.
Sadia Fatima.
John Wendling.
Dr. Elizabeth Fountain, now hooding for Master of Science in Information Technology and Administrative Management. Jason Berthon Koch.
Vasily Moniga.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Sean Brennan.
Look at you go.
Morteza Cheney. Marcus Gilson. Dr. Peter Anthony, now hooding for Master of Science in Information Technology and Administrative Management. Yassine Chirka. Amanda Hall. Vincent Harden. Renee Guevara Lopez.
Evan Miller Reed. Caleb Storr.
It's so exciting. So I would like now to invite the president of our Alumni Association, Mr. Andrew Mork, to the podium.
Class of 2022, I want you to take a moment to look at those sitting around you. Your fellow classmates and you have worked hard to achieve this major milestone. And together, you now get to cross the bridge from being fellow classmates to being fellow alumni in a Wildcat community 100,000 strong. You now share a bond that will last a lifetime. Having successfully paved your path through the challenges of these past years, the clouds are parting and the world is slowly reopening once again. The old roadmaps are gone. Together, you get to create the world you want to see, and we want to be there helping you every step of your journey. As you begin your new lives as already successful alumni, having graduated with your diploma on the way, we want to help you become even more successful in this new world. In order to help you, we ask that you update us as you take your first steps into your new life adventures. Let us know where you're moving to, what new exciting career you've begun, and most importantly, look to us for networking events with your fellow alumni. Our family is growing, not just here in the state of Washington, but across the country and around the world. But we can only continue to grow with your help. In order to help us grow, we ask that you stay informed. Join our Central Washington University Alumni Association LinkedIn page. Follow the Alumni Association on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Read Crimson and Black, our alumni magazine, and return to campus when opportunities arise. Our best ambassadors are our graduates. You never know when you'll give someone the inspiration to improve their life. Stay connected. Send us your life updates and stay connected with one another. Some of the greatest networking in your life may come from those around you today. Within our network, we have alumni who are over 100 years of age, down to our most recent graduates, filled with vast experiences that we are willing to share. Seek them out, buy them a cup of coffee, and see what you may be able to learn. Remain involved. Come back to campus for a sporting event, a theater production, an arts exhibit, music show, or stream an event from home and root for the Wildcats. Keep your eyes open for events in your local area as well. Soon, Wildcat Regional Networks will be expanding and holding additional gatherings. On behalf of the CWU Alumni Association Board of Directors, staff, and the entire Wildcat Nation, congratulations on this accomplishment. Today, as you transform from student to alumni, we couldn't be happier to welcome you to the special alumni community. Together, we will build supportive pathways for the next generation of Wildcats and continue channeling the positive impact of CWU. Beyond our campus, our departments, to the rest of our region, our nation, and our world. Our journey as Wildcats and the impact we will make will last the rest of our lives. But today is about you. Congratulations, alumni, you did it. Thank you, and go Cats.
Well, I think we should give one last round of applause for our graduating CWU graduate students for 2022. So, thank you all for attending tonight's events. So a little bit of housekeeping here. All students and faculty, please stand. So you will be released momentarily, one row at a time, starting from the first row. And families, you may meet your graduates in the lobby for refreshments. Again, congratulations to all of you. It's wonderful.